And we are back, and we just finished 1967's Spider Baby, also known as the maddest story ever told, among other things. This comes to us from writer-director Jack Hill and is tagged as B-horror, body horror, dark comedy. And according to the IMDb blurb, a caretaker devotes himself to 3 demented siblings after their father's death. We caught this on the Turner app, or was it just on Turner?
Turner Classic Movies.
Yes. This is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
A classic something. I don't know what. This stars Lon Chaney Jr. as the devoted caretaker, Bruno. Carol Omart as Emily. I think that was the aunt. Peter was Quinn Rediker. He was the guy that she was dating that the girls liked.
Was he an uncle or were they brother and sister or were they dating?
Or maybe he was. You know what? I think you're right. I think they were brother and sister because she called him uncle, and I think she was the aunt. And then he had a thing for the secretary, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Yeah. Beverly Washburn was Elizabeth. Jill Banner was Virginia. Sid Haig was Ralphie. And Mary Mitchell was Anne, the secretary we were just talking about, who was Schlocker's secretary, Carl Schazenzer. I don't know. I said that wrong. I apologize. I don't know why we watched this. I think we just wanted to see something to put for our 31 Days of Halloween. And I think of the selection, I think this was the shortest. I think that's why we chose it.
It was the first one on the list of horror movies and Turner Classic Movies
that came up.
in the app. Yeah, like you said, it was short, and I think it had Sid Haig. So right. I was like, okay, I recognize Sid Haig. He's in a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, Rob Zombie loves him.
Rob Zombie loves the hell out of Sid Haig.
This is not rated, and it clocks in at an hour 21. I mean, I feel like it's a silly film, and I feel like an hour and 21 is not a big deal.
I mean, that opening credits,
is bananas.
Goofy, ridiculous song and the drawings.
Like the child drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're supposed to be watching something that's going to be like a Dr. Seuss Halloween special or something. Yes.
But it's not.
But it's not.
This is sort of like the template for, I feel like, Southern Gothic, insane inbred families.
I think maybe that's why this was on Turner Classic Movies, because this is extremely influential in that kind of genre, where you have this demented family in some sort of decrepit setting. Usually it's the South. This one, I think, was set in California. Yeah. But it's like this crazy inbred mutant sort of family, and they are usually cannibals. That applies here as well.
No surprise.
Sorry, spoiler for a 80-year-old movie.
67. So almost 60 years. Holy cow.
Yeah, this is an old movie, but it's clearly very influential, especially for people like Rob Zombie and Tobe Hooper. I mean, this probably could be considered like a prototype for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Absolutely. That's what I was thinking of when I watched it. I mean, I feel like Tobe Hooper does a better job with this storytelling. Here, it's just so campy and over the top, but I could see this. This is, again, 67. I could see this going to the drive-in on a Saturday night and just enjoying the crap out of this. I mean, I feel like this is more the kind of mystery science theater.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This feels like horror created by beatniks.
Yes.
Yes. It's not supposed to be really that scary. Yeah. It's supposed to be like, oh, we're just counterculture.
Right. I think dig there's
it,
more.
Daddy-o.
I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't really read up about the filmmaker, but I feel like there's more social commentary in the film than there is actual scares.
Maybe. I mean, what, the battle against gentrification? I don't know.
No. I think in the respect that here you have this family who at one point, because their house is this gorgeous mansion, but it's obviously run down and dilapidated and in ruins, and they sort of had a better history, and now they're marginalized, they're pushed off to the side. I think in the beginning you have this delivery, was it a post guy or a mailman or something who's coming to deliver something?
Maitland Moreland, Birmingham Brown.
Yes. And so I think, did he stop and ask? And then somebody was like, why do you want to go up there? Like, nobody wants to go up there.
Yeah.
So I think in that respect, just the social commentary about people that are cast aside and obviously still need attention. In this situation, Bruno is the caretaker for these 3 quote unquote children. I mean, they're all adults, but they're all just warped and...
Well, they have that disease.
Right,
the
right.
disease that basically robs them of, as they get older, they become more and more childlike. Like,
right.
I think what they said, when they hit the age of 10 or something, then they start regressing. Back.
Yeah.
So even though the girls were clearly in their teens or late teens,
maybe even 20s.
Possibly, yeah. And so was Ralphie. Ralphie was older than all of them, and he was like the most
childlike,
infantile or toddler-esque. And then you had the rest of the family hidden in the basement because they had regressed to a point where they're basically just mindless cannibals.
Yes.
You don't really see them. You see their arms coming out of the ground, but that's about it.
They grab Emily, right? I think so, towards the end.
Yeah, I think she falls into the hole, and you just see them swarm over her, and that's the end of her.
And Ralphie didn't seem too broken up about it, because she all of a sudden was like, I need my Ralphie.
Well, that was like weird. That was really weird. You have like this woman who's like so disgusted by everything she sees. And it's like, okay, well, we're going to have to spend the night here now.
And I'm just going to frolic in this negligee.
And she's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to look through the drawers, and suddenly, ooh, sexy underwear. Now I'm dancing around in sexy underwear for apparently a really long time because they cut away from her as she started dancing in front of the mirror, and there was like a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
And then they cut back to her. It's like hours and hours later. The uncle and the secretary are now drunk after drinking.
Yes.
And she's still dancing in front of the damn mirror.
And why were the uncle and the secretary gonna go off to like a hotel? But then
apparently there wasn't enough room in the house. There was only one extra bedroom because Dad's room was still unclean. Occupied. It was occupied by Dad's corpse. And like I said, she's still dancing, and then Ralphie is like peering at her through the window upside down, and he's chasing her, and he chases her into the woods, and then just jumps on her.
Which I'm assuming he assaults her.
I'm assuming there was possibly sex involved, and then suddenly she's just like, Ralphie, just chasing him all over the place, and then when she finally catches him, she jumps on him and shoves her thumbs into his eyes.
Yes, because he was cheating on her with Anne, I think, or she assumed.
Is that what was going on? I just thought it was just, let's just do whatever you want.
No, I think being with him made her so insane that she needed Ralph, and she thought that he, I guess, stepped out on her.
Maybe that's I don't know. I just think it was just sort of like the director was like, hey guys, just do whatever the hell you want. I'm just going to turn the camera.
I'm sure a lot of this was ad-libbed. I mean, you didn't deep dive on this, but I could see that. I mean, the only thing we knew is that this, too, like another movie that we saw, Phantasm, is very low budgeted, and you can tell. It's very low budgeted.
This was extremely low budget.
And so this only made $65,000, but I think the other interesting thing about this is that, again, we didn't really deep dive on this, but I think
it cost $65,000. What it made is unknown.
Oh, right. What it made was unknown, but it cost $65,000. But I think the other thing that we gleaned from from the watch, is that this absolutely is a template for other films.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that this did moderately well in probably like midnight showings. Because I could see this type of film.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. They would show it. They would change the title. They would show it because apparently it had a bunch of different titles.
Right. And I think there's
House
like a
of the Liver Eaters
that I'd be curious to see. According to the brief deep dive that we did, the film title is Baby Spider, or The Maddest Story Ever Told, or Cannibal Orgy, or I guess Attack of the Liver Eaters. So there's a lot going on with this film. I think I also read that it was filmed in 1964, but it was only released in 1967 because of a bankruptcy.
Yeah, the producer went bankrupt, so it sat on a shelf for 3 years.
For 3 years. So eventually this made it out into the world, but I don't think anyone talks about Spider Baby when they talk about cult horror films. So
this was clearly just an influence, but I don't think anybody is going to like mimic this or reboot this in any way, because
no,
they've just made their own versions that were all
yes.
infinitely better than this.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I mean. I feel like this serves as a template. Like if you're a young Tobe Hooper, you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, that is really interesting. I can absolutely make films, because if Jack Hill could make this craziness, then I can certainly be a storyteller.
Yeah. And then Rob Zombie watches Tobe Hooper stuff.
And it's just
it's
like, oh my
like
God, yes, I need to get
this
on
chain of stuff that began with Spider Baby.
Yes. And I feel like to the point where tonally other films kind of fit into this genre. I think the most glaring example, of course, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I think people kind of put this and Eraserhead, Lynch's Eraserhead, in the same box. That
I've never seen Eraserhead, so I can't.
Oh, we got to watch that. Yeah. So it's this whole nightmare, surreal, black and white horror. And you just mentioned Rob Zombie's, I guess, A House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, I mean, this
definitely live in this universe. Even something as far back as 1932's Freaks, Todd Browning's carnival nightmare horror film.
I mean, that one's a little different. It's not really this kind of it.
But I could see that film influencing this film.
Yeah, possibly. But it's a different type of story.
Yes.
There is like this is a very specific thing where it's the family of basically weirdo cannibals.
Right.
I think those are the elements that have to be there, especially the cannibalism.
Yeah. And you have like the creepy house, right? The creepy, neglected. It almost is its own character in a way, right? This huge, impressive mansion that is now in disrepair and disarray. And like you look inside the rooms and they just are, I think there was a couple of scenes where people are like moving things and they're just like billows of dust, right?
Everything was just covered in dust. There was just bugs and spiders everywhere.
Everywhere. It was just filthy. It probably been standing there in disrepair and disarray for like the last 50 years.
Perfect place to dance around in your underwear.
Yes, perfect place. What did you think of the Bruno character played by Lon Chaney Jr.?
He was interesting. He was very dedicated to this, to
the family,
protecting these children and whatever was in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, he realizes, hey, this is all coming to an end now, so I have to protect the children, and the only way I know how is going to blow everybody up.
Dynamite, yeah. Fun fact, he actually sings the song at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
And it was one of the things that I read. So what did you think of the Emily character, the aunt?
I mean, she was just nuts. For somebody who wanted this place so bad, it's just sort of like, get in, get out. Why are you spending the night with these lunatics?
Yes, like why wasn't she with Anne and Peter on the road?
Yeah, why would you stay there? It's just like, oh, I'm just gonna take this girl to the hotel. Well, okay, well, I'm going too.
Yeah, don't leave me here with these lunatics.
Did she think they were gonna steal the house? It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't have a horror film without stupid people.
Yes.
And the lawyer's a dumbass. It's like, okay, I'm going to inspect the house in the middle of the night.
Yeah, with my little
flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got to be a moron.
Yes, agreed. And then at the end with the question mark, right?
Oh, yeah. Classic. Yeah, this was definitely written by a bunch of beatniks on LSD.
Yeah. If you had to give this a number from 1 to 10, what would it be?
I'd probably give this like a 4.
A 4.
Yeah, this isn't a good film. You could definitely see it's influential, but this is kind of like a classic example of this film was bad, but it can be made better.
Yes. I think the bones of it are interesting, and I could see it being imitated.
Yeah, like I'm seeing the people that made films that were sort of the children and grandchildren of this film watching Spider Baby when they were younger and being like, oh man, this is great. And then they decided, I'm going to make it better. And they did.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have that entire genre of crazy cannibals.
Yeah. Who do you think was the more terrifying sister, Elizabeth or Virginia, the spider girl?
I think the blonde one was more calculating. She was
Elizabeth.
She was more of the manipulator. Whereas the other one was the like she was the one actually doing just killing people.
Yeah.
The other one was just sort of like, oh, he'll hate you.
Yes.
He'll hate you, which was apparently very important. You don't want to be hated. So she was the thinker.
Would you consider this a horror comedy?
I think that's what they were intending. They were intending for some comedic bits in there, but it's like that sort of bad 60s beatnik comedy. It's just
it just doesn't make sense.
Maybe it worked in that
translate to
maybe it
2025.
worked in that time and place, but now it's just sort of, if you're finding amusement in it, you're finding amusement in it and how ridiculous and embarrassing it is.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to give this a 5. I don't think it's the worst thing I ever saw. It's not the best thing I ever saw. Again, it's only an hour and 21 minutes, so if you're a film student, you should definitely check this out just to see the template of other better storytelling examples in the genre. But this is definitely a precursor to a lot of later horror, I think.
Yeah.
And so there's that. And then you have Lon Chaney Jr., who is Lon Chaney's son, the, I guess, acting pedigree there and how that fits into this story. And just the Bruno character I thought was kind of sweet. Again, to your point, he's the heart of the film. He's trying very hard to keep these kids safe and alive. He made a promise to their dad to keep them safe and well. And as the story progresses, he sees that the insanity is just so out of control that it's going to draw attention to them. And so in order to keep these quote unquote children safe, he needs to take some drastic steps, which he does. I think from where it starts to where it ends, it's an interesting watch. It's not something that I probably will ever revisit again, but I think that to understand where you're going, you have to understand where you've been, and I think that this is a great template for better storytelling that followed. Yes, I'm going to give it a 5. We caught this on Turner. I'm still just so baffled that they played this.
It's
so
amazing
weird.
the stuff that you'll find on the Turner Classic Movies app, because you'll just be like looking through and you see like Casablanca and Gone with the Wind, and suddenly it's just my demon lover. Yeah, and it's just like, what?
Yeah, like
what is that doing there?
It does not make any sense. We caught this on the Turner app, but you can watch it on Prime Video, Fandor, Screenbox, Fawesome, Plex, Roku, Tubi, and to buy rent on Prime Video. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll come back with another review soon. And with that, we will bid you all a
good night.
Good night.